The significance of Friday for Catholics and their practices. Have you ever stopped to think about why Friday is such a significant day for Catholics? It's not just the last weekday, but it carries deep spiritual weight that dates back to the most important events in Christian history. In this video, we will explore the true meaning of Friday for Catholics and the practices we should adopt to honor this day. If you think Friday is just another day, stay with us and discover how to transform your perspective and enrich your spiritual life. The meaning of Friday. For Catholics, Friday is not just an ordinary day. It is, in fact, a day of remembrance and reflection on the Passion of Christ, the supreme sacrifice he made for all of humanity. Every Friday, especially during Lent, we are invited to recall the suffering and death of Jesus on the cross. This remembrance is not just an act of devotion, but an opportunity to unite our own sacrifices with those of Christ in a gesture of spiritual solidarity. Catholic practices on Friday. Abstinence from meat. One of the most well-known practices among Catholics is abstaining from meat. This tradition is rooted in sacrifice, choosing not to consume meat, which is seen as a luxury food, in memory of Christ's sacrifice. Although the Church asks that this practice be observed especially during Lent, Catholics should view every Friday of the year as a small sacrifice that unites them with the suffering of Christ. Rosary prayer. Friday is also a suitable day for prayer, especially the Rosary. This moment of meditation on the sorrowful mysteries allows us to reflect on the moments of pain and suffering of Jesus, leading us to greater understanding and communion with him. Attending Mass. While Sunday Mass is the high point of the liturgical week, attending Mass on a Friday is a powerful way to honor the Passion of Christ. For those who can, attending Mass on this day strengthens their faith and offers a special moment of communion with Christ's sacrifice. Stations of the Cross. The practice of the Stations of the Cross, or meditating on the 14 stations that recount Jesus' steps on the way to Calvary, is a tradition especially observed on Fridays during Lent, but it can be done on any Friday of the year. This practice leads us to accompany Jesus on his journey of pain, renewing our own faith. Small personal sacrifices. In addition to more formal practices, many Catholics choose to make small personal sacrifices on Fridays. It could be fasting, giving up something we enjoy, or performing an act of charity. These sacrifices remind us of Christ's greater sacrifice and help us grow spiritually. Friday, for Catholics, is a day of deep reflection and spiritual practice. By incorporating these traditions into our weekly lives, we not only honor Christ's sacrifice, but also strengthen our walk of faith. If you enjoyed this content and want to continue deepening your knowledge of Catholic practices and beliefs, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Next week, we will explore another topic that will further enrich your spiritual life. Until then, may God bless you.